I found this weird little patch of dust in my backyard and I decided to set up a trail camera. I expected to get a few videos of a rabbit dust bathing, but after 2 weeks I had over 300 close-up shots of rats, all sorts of birds, squirrels, and even insects. Day and night, this cottontail lived right in my backyard, and I had no idea the number of close calls it had. And it turns out there were even bigger predators than this raccoon for the rabbit to worry about. But what is this rabbit, and what is it doing here? This eastern cottontail was introduced to Washington in the 1930s as a game animal, and they've been happily chewing down gardens in the PNW ever since. Rabbits are crepuscular and nocturnal feeders, which leads to them resting in these little spots called forms during the day. This rabbit got here around the same time each morning and proceeded to go about its business, dust bathing, cleaning, and watching for predators. Dust bathing is done by many animals to help with parasites like mites, lice, and ticks. They roll around in the dust which covers their fur and dislodges or suffocates the unwanted hitchhikers. After a good rest and a few jump scares, the rabbit would disappear for the day until the next morning, presumably to forage in nearby areas. While the rabbit was gone, all sorts of other critters wandered through. During the day, lots of birds hopped around looking for insects, and some squirrels took advantage of the free dust bath. In the evenings, mice and rats ran all over looking for any tasty treats they could find. Also at night, some other nocturnal creatures came lurking. I don't know what would have happened if our rabbit was in the form when one of these bigger critters wandered by. With raccoons, cats, bobcats, and coyotes wandering the neighborhood, each day I expected for the form to be empty in the morning, but every day the rabbit returned. Seeing how vulnerable a rabbit is and the number of bigger animals it needed to contend with on a daily basis, not to mention any humans, traps, cars, or poisons laying around, it made it even more impressive that an animal like this could last a single night. The average lifespan of a wild cottontail is only 15 months, but that adds up to 450 nights of trying to survive. If you want to learn about what other critters are in your neighborhood, make sure to check out the other videos on tracking coyotes and cougars to see what kind of animals are running around.